Hey everyone, Shadow Rockets here, and I'm actually a little bit surprised about how popular that second video yesterday went up. And of course, I wouldn't want to deny a video today just because I put up two yesterday. I am continuing that daily upload trend, even though I don't have that much news for you today, except for maybe kind of looking back on some of the announcements at E3. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch much of E3 today. Actually, I didn't get to watch any of it at all. But I definitely went back and looked up some of the things that were talked about, and I saw interesting things like that Mario World creator, which is continuing the trend of, I guess, that interesting Forge, not necessarily epidemic because it's not a bad thing, but that trend that's going on right now of that create your own world as the player. And as someone who just intensely loves modifying things and making them own, customizing them, I am such a huge supporter of this movement. I'm so glad. And it increases the lifetime of the game, the lifespan, I should say, of the game. So I'm really happy that companies are deciding to open up the dev tools, or, just giving gamers more options about changing the game, making it their own. Kind of like, a lot of people made fun of it back in the day, but when Halo started releasing all of those crazy armor customizations and colors, people complain about it, but it's like, I'm not complaining, that's just one extra thing that I get to make that game my own with. I guess one extra tool. I did want to talk a little bit about that Microsoft Elite controller, or the Xbox Elite controller. And I feel like it's a really cool idea. It's kind of like Scuff. I don't know if any of you have looked up Scuff, or what's that other one, Shark, or something like that. Game Shark, maybe. No, I don't want to say Game Shark. I feel like that's something completely different. I might be butchering that, but it's something like that. Fish or Fin. I feel like I've just insulted half a fan base, but I'm very sorry about that. Like I've said before, I don't. I mean, I want to use one of those controllers simply just to say that I have it and to have one customized and colored and pretty, but I unfortunately don't need the paddles because I play with the claw grip. So I mean, the paddles don't really do anything for me. So for someone who really likes the look of that Microsoft or Xbox Elite controller, which I'm probably going to make the thumbnail of, and I might even flash a picture of on the screen because it looks nice, it looks great. I don't want to pay the $150. Well, I kind of stuck up on that guy there. I don't want to pay $150 for a controller that is just jet black. Like, I could get a Scuff for that much and it'll work just the same. So I don't know if they're gonna probably run a deal on that at some point in time. I hope so, because that's really not much of a deal for the gamer or for the consumer. But it is Microsoft. They do know what they're doing, and I feel like it's gonna feel amazing, especially because they took the time. It's custom made for that controller. The paddles kind of bend around, and just knowing all of the, I guess, thought behind the Xbox One controller. I don't know if you felt it recently, but it feels really good. And the 360 controller also felt really good. They do so much research on their controllers, making them feel good, making them perform well. I guess reducing sweat, hand sweat. My hands tend to get cold whenever I'm playing, I guess, really hard, but that's just not everyone. People get sweaty palms, hence the sweaty term. But I don't know. So much research goes into it. It probably does feel better. It may even perform better than a Scuff. Who knows? I really don't think that. I mean, it doesn't come with like the trigger stops or whatever that, I guess, extra little perk that Scuff does is. So I don't know. That's definitely something that I'm gonna want to buy. I'm gonna hold it in my hand and I'm gonna say, Shadow Rockets, you need this. But I'm probably never going to actually pony up and buy that. However, the HoloLens, I have just went back and watched that over and over and over again. That's, even though it looks ridiculous and big on your head, I really want it. I want it really bad. Holograms are so cool. There's so many things I could do with that as an engineer, as a student, as a gamer, as just a hobbyist. There's so many things I could do. Even in the business sect, I could see putting up, just random spreadsheets or charts up on that just for the sake of visual sense. As an architect, you could make a building and display it for an entire group of people you're presenting it to. So there's so many uses for this in the world today, and plus you don't have that crazy sense of, is there something going on around me, that I feel like I would have whenever I would wear an Oculus Rift. So I don't know, it seems like it's a good thing. I hope that they don't charge like over $1,000 for it, because I'm definitely not spending that much on it, even though I would also consider it. But I don't know, that is definitely something that I would love to review. I think I'm going to be doing more news related things on this channel, because it seemed to work out quite well, and I'm definitely going to start reviewing all of the preview, I guess, dashboard things on the Xbox dashboard for you friends, because it's something that goes neglected. I don't see too much of it. You know, everyone thinks like, oh, if I'm in the preview program, everyone's in the preview program, right? Well, I've gotten so many messages from you friends saying like, hey, can you get me in the preview program? I'm like, sure, you know, I don't mind doing that. It may take some time to get you in the program, because I do believe Xbox has to actually email you with the invitation. Don't quote me on that. It may be sent via Xbox Live message. However, trust me, I have been adding quite a bit of you to the preview program. I don't want to keep this from people, you know. I want to help people, and plus Microsoft enjoys the extra feedback, so it works for everybody. Just if you do want to get in that program, be sure to add me and send me a message on Xbox Live. That is an easier way for me to get to you. And yeah, I think that's going to work out great. So also, I kind of want to talk about how I have been invited. I know this game's about to end, so I'm sorry about that, but we're going to go to some black screen. I might show some highlight footage. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'll show some highlight footage of another game. So you won't be bored, I swear. So yeah, I've been invited by, I guess I could say their name. It's Tier 1 Productions. They have invited me to become part of their group, kind of do some collabs and do kind of a news report as far as Halo goes. So that's interesting. I'd also look forward to doing some maybe comedy skits with them. I have a few other people that have messaged me about collabs, and I'm going to try and get as many collabs in as possible, because I really want to meet new people. It's not necessarily that I want to grow that brand. I really just want to meet new people. I want to see you friends. I don't know, I want to be a part of your routine. So that is the future. That is what is to come. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And also, give me a break this week, and I have exams this week, and I have training next week, but I'm still going to keep up those daily uploads. I'm just going to try and keep this content rolling out to you friends. Shadow Rockets out.